I think that's good. Yeah. Hello and welcome to a little game, a little ditty called Starmade. Now you may be familiar with this game from Yogscast, or Yogscast rather, my bad, or other YouTube people. They're playing. This is a game in alpha. It's basically Minecraft in space, and what you're looking at currently is what I call iSpace Alpha. I don't really... Okay. I felt like it needed like a heavy metal riff to introduce it, but tried and failed. So it's just a room. I've got some lights. I've got some hull pieces. It's just like metal. Got a blue floor. That's pretty sweet, right? Nice blue floor. And if you walk outside, you can see that we're on a planet. It's an ice planet. How tight is that? It's really tight. It's as some might say, it's hella tight. And we're on an ice planet, and I had to travel here in a ship. A little ship I like to call the USS Lumberjack. Also needed a metal riff. Now, as you can see, I've built a ship. It's already been built. I actually recorded it, but I've had some recording issues today, so you'll have to forgive me for not recording for not having the entire process of the construction of the majestic USS Lumberjack. Now, what you're looking at is a salvaging ship. It doesn't have any weapons on it other than the salvaging cannons, and what that means is it's basically a mining ship. You can go out and mine anything. You can get whatever you want. We can mine this entire planet if we wanted to take the time to do that. Unfortunately, pretty much everything on this planet is worthless. It's made out of ice. There are some minerals, as you can see. Depending on their level, that is how much they're going to be worth to sell. And you can sell these at shops. Now, if you look, there's a little purple thing. That's a shop. You can go to and hit in to see everything in the general vicinity. There's a ton of shops, actually, around. And we'll fly to one of those later to do some selling. But if you look at the top of the screen, you can see that I have actually 751,000 credits, which is a ton of credits for someone who just started playing. And the reason I have so many credits is because I went ahead and I forewent, is that a word? Forewent? I skipped building a standard ship with cannons and, you know, that you can fight with a little bit. You start off with a ship core, which is this thing right here, and that's basically your ship. It's the heart of your ship. Once you have a ship core, you can hit X, and that will let you lay down the first parts of your ship. Once you have a ship core down, you can get into it and fly it around. And furthermore, you can build around it. You have also start off with some cannons, a weapons computer, some pieces of hull, which are just building blocks, basically, like these little blocks and the stuff I made the building out of, which it actually looks like it's flipping people off in 4 different directions, which is pretty much the best. And then we've got some lamps, which are just for light, obviously. We got these salvaging cannons, which you don't start with. You do start with some of these, which are thrusters. You can buy more, and I actually did buy some more. And these, you start off with a few of these, which are power sources. And but I sold my cannons and I sold my weapons computer because I didn't really need it. There are pirates and stuff to fight, but I was going to avoid them, and I did that successfully. I didn't find a single pirate in the starting sector. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to build a salvaging computer, and then I wanted to go and find a space station. And the space stations at least in this, are uninhabited usually, unless, I mean, sometimes pirates can own them, and they can have turrets on them, but you can destroy those pretty easily, as far as I can know. And what you want to do is you want to find a space station, and then you want to go for the plex glass, which is just glass, basically. And the glass is absolutely worth a shit ton. And once you have and there's a bunch of glass on every one of them. Once you have that, if you get like 1,000 of them, which is pretty easy to do if you have a really effective salvaging ship with a bunch of cannons like I do. Look at these things, are huge. I've got all these pieces are building up the cannons. They shoot out one, obviously they shoot out the front, but all these pieces, for every block you add, it becomes that much more powerful and mines that much faster. I ended up with about 1,400 pieces of glass. I sold them. I went up from about 10,000 to 751,000. So I'm pretty much rich. And then I was like, you know what? I want to build a base. Now, we can build a space station, technically, but we need more money to actually make one, I think. You have to have, like, 1,000,000 credits to start a space station, I think. At least that's what I got the gist of from a pop-up that I accidentally got. If I hit M, it says you don't have enough money for a space station, 1,000,000. So that, I guess that means something. But I decided I wanted to build one on a planet, so I found this planet, and you can't really tell immediately what a planet's going to look like on the surface, because it's just a sphere of stuff, you know. It's not actually spherical. It'd be impossible to do that in this engine, I guess. But as you can see, if you look over there, it sort of has like a sphere effect to it, and then you can sort of see the surface is just like a flat area. But from further away, you can't tell anything about the planet. It gives you a color, but sometimes you'll get closer and the color will just change randomly. So this is an ice planet we found, and I decided to go ahead and build here. So I built this little base. It's pointless, actually, you know, but we have a base of operations now. What I wanted to do is I actually want to go out by getting into my ship, hitting R. I'm in flight mode. Now you can go into build mode hitting space, and that's how you're going to build. You don't want to add anything to your ship unless you're in build mode, because it orients everything perfectly, and that's how you want to do it. You hit space again, it'll go back into flight mode. Now, since we're on this planet, we have gravity to deal with, so we're going to have to use our thrusters quite a bit. The first thing I want to do is hit N, go into the area, and look for the closest shop. We got one that's 1,100. We got one that's 765. Okay, I want this one. Now, I can't figure out how to add waypoints here. Like, I go to add waypoint, and I think this might be where we are. I'm not sure. But it doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work. So, whenever I put the coordinates in. So, I'm just going to skip that and try to figure out where I've come from. We're going to go to the closest one, which is this shop that's only 700 meters away. And once you have it selected in your inventory, or in your waypoint area, I guess it's whatever, it highlights it in bright white. So see that bright white, oh shit. Once you see that bright white, we got to go up, there we go. You can fly towards it, that's your waypoint. And it selects it in bright white, regardless of what it is. So it's super close, actually, really freaking close. So once you get to it, this is what every store looks like. It's a shop, actually. I call it Space Mart because, you know, it's fitting. It's in space and stuff. And once you get close to it, you can hit B, and you can open up your shop user interface. And now I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory, so I can go to this, and you can see I've mined a little bit on the planet. I have all these things here from the space station I obliterated, and we can actually go and drop stuff onto this. Now obviously, what? That stuff is worth a lot. Holy crap. Okay, I might actually have to keep that in mind. But most of the stuff is worth 1 credit a piece, so we're not really making anything off of this. And as you can see, it is L1 next to all these. These are level 1 resources, which means they're worth anywhere, usually about 10 at most. And that's not much at all, is it? No. And we have some of this. This is worth 10. I got some grass. This is worth 10 as well. Then we have all these, but I want to keep this stuff. So, we've sold, and now also you can buy things. And what you can buy, actually, are all sorts of stuff, actually. What I want, though, I want to go to the space station and try to get one of these. And this is called an undetonator. And these right here are actually undetonators as well. And they're just spawn points. So you can go up to this, and if I was to get out of this and click on this or hit R over this, it would turn this into my spawn point. But since I have my own now, I can go back to our planet and place this in our base and R on it, hit R on it, and make this our spawn point. So when we die or we respawn for whatever reason, actually, this stuff right here looks pretty cool. What is that? I'll show you my mining, actually. Boom! Look at how fast I mine this stuff. Awesome. So what I did was, since I sold my initial cannons, I had a little bit of extra cash to buy 50 salvage cannons. I could have bought more, actually, but I thought 50 was a nice number. And so now I have a nice thing. And let's check how much this is worth. I don't even know what this is. Oh, we're getting all sorts of stuff, actually. Ice crystals, nice. Ice planet rock, which we know is worth 100, which is nice. So if I really wanted to make money, I could make a lot of money just digging into this stuff and getting planet or surface pieces, because that's the surface. The ice planet surface stuff is worth 100 credits. Not sure. Oh shit! I forgot that the planet has gravity, so we just plummeted to the planet. But that's fine. We're fine here. We're gonna land this baby, hit R to get out, and we're gonna go over to Ice Base Alpha. Yeah, Ice Base Alpha, and we're gonna place this thing down and see if it works. R, spawning point set. Awesome. I don't think I actually want that there though. I want it in the middle, maybe, like right here. R. There we go. Spawning point set. Now, whenever I die or whatever happens and I have to respawn, I'll be able to just come right back to Ice Base Alpha, which is just a building that flips off aliens. Because fuck aliens. And I'm also planting some plants in front of it. And these are worthless. There's no like agriculture or anything like that to this game yet, at least. I hope at some point they have like aliens on planets and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. But for the most part, all the exciting stuff happens in space. That said, let's go back into space. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Oh man, good thing there's no collision damage. Otherwise, I'd be fucked. Okay, so we're going to rotate the ship a little bit. There we go. Awesome. So we have a store right outside our planet, which is freaking great. Now if I hit shift, it will stop my ship. So what do we need? Let's try selling all this ice stuff first. See how much this is worth. Oh wow, this crystal is worth 500 a piece. That's really good. This planet rock is worth 100. And we have 227 of them. Gives us quite a bit of cash. And then we have this, which is worth just 1. So actually the ice rock, not the surface. So that's good. Okay. Let's see what we want to buy. A Plex lifter is like a elevator. That's cool. So what I think we're going to do is, let's hit in. I really wanted to add a waypoint to my planet, but other planet. Maybe that is our planet. Is it? I don't know. Where's it at? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that actually did work. So we can have a waypoint there. Hopefully it will stay. I'm not sure if it does, but hopefully it will. And let's go out towards something. Let's go towards the red planet. And we need to just keep checking our area with the N button, because we need to find a space station, and that will show up on our thing. We just have to be close to one. Nothing yet. Now if you hit N also, there could be red ones that are actually enemies, which are pirates, and they can give us problems because we only have salvaging cannons, so we want to avoid anything like that. I wonder why I mean, I understand that it only shows things that are close, but when you set a waypoint, it should show it all the time, you know? Now, there are faction things. Create new faction. Oh, this is cool, actually. If you're already in a faction, you will need to leave the faction. Enter a new faction. The Beard Conglomerate. Is that how you spell that? Conglomerate? I'm going to check and see if that's how you spell that. Yes, the Beard Conglomerate. Or maybe the Beard Federation. The Beard Federation. Only people with beards are allowed, and anyone else is put to the death. It's put to death. You can either have a beard or you can die. That's your choices. Current faction, the Beard Federation. Now, what you can do is you can buy... Oh, yeah, let's do that. Oh, I'm so pumped all of a sudden. We can go back to the shop, and we can buy faction blocks, which will assign factions to certain anything, really. I think, as far as I can tell from actually reading it, as far as I know, then you can place a faction block on like an asteroid or a comet, rather. It's an asteroid, yeah. It's an asteroid or a planet or a space station or a ship, and it will be assigned to that faction, which is more relevant to people playing with other people. But and as you guys know, forever alone. That's what I am. Oh, look at this. What's this thing? It looks like a piece of poop with like a lot of corn in it. I know that's classy of me to make that metaphor. Lava, that's what that is. It's a bunch of lava on that asteroid. I think this is our planet. So there should be a store pretty close to it. There it is. Awesome. Okay, so what we need to do... is go into the shop and see what we can do here. Manufacturing, maybe? No. Factory, ship, general, maybe. Let's see. Faction module. The module can add ownership to ships, space station, planets, and asteroids. It is able to withstand some punishment but can be destroyed, so it should be well protected. Ships fitted with the faction module cannot be destroyed in their faction's home base, as long as it's landed or fixed docked. Only one faction module can be placed per structure, and the faction module allows several features for its user. Press R on it and gain access to them. These features include password protection, permissions, single user / faction all. Structural stats, okay. So that's awesome, actually. Oh, it's a lot of money, but we're rich. Fuck it, you know, we're rich. So let's buy 2 of these, because we want one for our ship, one for our planet. It's a shame you can't place these on stores, actually, because in multiplayer that would be pretty cool. If you could just make it so that only people in your faction could use certain stores. That would make them want to join you. Oh, look at our little base. It's fucking adorable. It's flipping us off. Love it. Oh, God. God damn it. I have to make the noise with my mouth, apparently, because it doesn't have actually collision noises. Come on, you bastard. I just want to land, like, over a little bit. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. Alright, let's get out of our ship. Let's get our faction module out. Where is that thing? Do we have it in our inventory? Yeah, it's already selected. So we can go and put it in our base. Let's put it in the back corner. R. Enter faction signature. What does that mean? Change faction of planet to the Beard Federation. Fuck yeah! Oh man, I'm so excited about that. That's freaking cool. Alright, so let's go over to our ship and do the same thing. We're going to put this, like, right here, I guess. Put it on the end. Why not? R for faction module. Enter faction signature. Yes. Okay, so we've got our faction module assigned. This is badass. Okay. So we're now part of the officially our ship, the Lumberjack, is part of the Beard Federation, and our base here is also part. I'm falling off cliffs and stuff. Is also part of the Federation, which is awesome. Actually, I'm gonna land our ship to end the episode. Oh, I'm gonna crash into a mountain. That's what I'm gonna do. To end the episode, I'm gonna try to land my ship on the top of this fucking thing here. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Let's check and see if it's on there, actually. I think it might be hanging off the edge. Oh, it's on there, I guess. It's not on there perfectly. You guys get to watch me do this now. Alright, there we go. How about that? Oh god. Oh god, I hope there's no fall damage. Okay, there's not. Let's check and see if... I'm gonna get up there now! Did not think about that. Ah, my ship is stuck on the top of a mountain! Oh, the trials and tribulations of a goddamn idiot right here. Look at this. My ship is... I'll be able to nerd pull up there. No big deal, but... Jeez. Okay, let's go inside of our base to end the episode. I hope you guys enjoy this because this game is pretty brilliant, actually. I'll be doing a lot more next episode. If you guys have any wants or needs you would like to see me do some things particular on this, let me know. I'm going to build something awesome on this planet, but also we want to build a huge ship. Just a massive ship. And it's going to have, like, you'll be able to dock on it with other smaller ships. It'll be like a carrier, like a space carrier, where you land other ships on it. It'll be awesome. And we'll need to name that as well. We'll need to name our planet, which I was calling Goth, but it doesn't, because it's kind of like Hoth. I named it Goth, you know, play on words and all that, but it doesn't really have any, like, it's not wearing Jinko jeans or, like, black fingernail polish or anything. So maybe you guys can come up with a better name for it, for the planet that iSpace Alpha is on. So that said, I think that's going to be it for me on this episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. This is going to be the series that's replacing Game Dev Tycoon that ended. So until next time, play on.